Hey guys, this is Jeff Armaturant Equipment. Well, we made it out to Paul Bunyan and just wanted to give you a look from up on high. Got quite a bit of stuff set up, so there'll be a lot of stuff to go through today. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Okay, this is the entrance. Some beautiful flowers over here. What a day. 78 degrees, sunny. Okay, I guess we're at Exhibit Hall 2. Let's start there. I must have missed Exhibit Hall 1. It's a nice load of logs here. Wouldn't mind, looks like it's walnut. Beautiful, beautiful. Wouldn't mind these for my mill. First aid tent. Some beautiful crafts. Nice cutting boards, wooden spoons, very nice. CK hardwoods. Wow, this is kind of cool, a little slab system. Automated. It says router gantry system, made in Ohio. How you doing? Good stuff to eat.
Candied pecans, almonds, walnuts.
Yep.
Would you like to try a sample?
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll be back. Beautiful slab. Handmade wooden toys. I've got an entire train from my mom, made out of wood from Montgomery. I don't know what it was called. Montgomery, Vermont, basically. They did a whole, but these are beautiful.
Yeah, we're trying to keep the older style going there. Just nice, simple, solid wooden toys there. Meant to be played with, you know. No plastic, no paint or stain on them even, you know.
Right. Very nice.
Thank you.
Lots of fox furs and other things. Beautiful. Jose Madrid salsa. Oil, fuel. This is a great price. $42. I think I paid $51. As cheap as I could get it. We got Timberwolf over here. Hi. Man, this thing goes high. Grapple with a trailer. Got the Palix Pro firewood processor. Hey guys, I got Austin Roberts here from Logox, the founder of Logox. One of the founders, I should say. Co-founder. Yeah. And interesting story. I got a call from my sister-in-law who was vacationing down in Asheville. Yeah. My brother-in-law didn't get much golf in that weekend. And they had the hurricane came through, and if you guys have seen any of the pictures on TV, it was just devastation down there. And so Austin was down there apparently and ended up catching a ride back with my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law. Yeah, Trish and Dave. Yeah. So I just wanted to put this out there. I'm gonna post this. Trish and Dave, I do have Austin here. I really did get a chance to see him while I was here in Ohio, but yeah, I guess you guys shared a ride back to Charlotte.
Yeah, we did. So you know, when we first met at the International Firewood Expo, we had a customer who purchased one of our log splitters with $500 down. Said, "I want one of the first ones off the line." And so we went down to North Carolina, myself and Matt Timmons from Timberwolf, to go deliver it in person and tell them thanks. And we went down there and drove down on Thursday night and stayed in Hendersonville where the customer was, and just all hell broke loose.
Yeah, well, I'm thankful you guys made it back safe.
There. But yeah, and I made it to the airport, and all the flights were canceled, and I was kind of stuck there. And then I overheard Trish and Dave, who I was standing in line, they're like, "Oh heck, we'll just drive to Charlotte." And I was like, "Hey folks, I know you don't know me. I'm trying to get home to my wife and kids. Would you mind if I just tagged along with you?" Like, "Yeah, sure, come along." and so yeah, so I much appreciated to them, and great folks, and able to get to Charlotte and get home. So
well, I'm glad they didn't.
You know, my thoughts and prayers are with the people who are there. Just absolute devastation, and definitely if you can reach out to Team Rubicon, you know, Mercy Chefs, Samaritan's Purse, lots of great private organizations who are doing stuff for the people who are down there,
right?
And picking up the slack to really help folks out down there. A lot of great private organizations.
Yeah.
So I definitely encourage people to check them out and the efforts that are going on down there.
Now, something probably not quite as important, but important to you probably still, is they've got some great products here. So you ought to come over if you're out in the Ohio area and you happen to come out to Paul Bunyan. They've got, not only do they have their flagship product, which is the logox, which is a 3-in-1 forestry multi-tool. I own one, and my brother-in-law bought one as well.
Oh, right on.
But tell them really quickly about what you got over here.
Yeah, so this is the splitter. This is the timberox Summit. This has been a year in the making. We teamed up with Joe from Ohio Woodburner, Dan from Back 40 Firewood, Josh from Stony Ridge Farmer, and then Gord from GP Outdoors up in Canada as our design advisory board. And we took decades of our own experience and of course Timberwolf's experience and engineering and made this machine here. And what we did was we wanted from the ground up to build the kind of machine that we would want to use ourselves, both for sort of home production to be able to crank out a lot of firewood, and then for folks who are looking to break into the firewood business. And you can see the really kind of nice refined split pieces that you can get.
I'm going to give you this so they can hear a little clearer.
Sure, yeah. But yeah, you can see here, this is the really nice refined splits that you can make with this. It's got a 4-way wedge here, but then it's also got this nice step wedge here and a tall pusher plate. And what's nice about this is we put this cylinder right here in the center of it. So you don't have to walk around the cylinder that would usually stick out here. You can just walk from point to point with it. And with this tall pusher block here and this unique circular anti-slip design, you're not going to have wood running up the face of it. 30 tons of splitting power. It's got a 14 horsepower engine, but it's also got a regen valve on it, so it's got a lot of speed. It's a 4.7 second cycle time from end to end, which is at 26 inches worth of stroke. So it's really a powerful splitter, but it's also a very fast splitter. I can get a lot of production out of it, and really some nice high quality firewood that you're going to be able to make out of it.
And it really would help to put the logox, that would also help with this sort of setup.
Yeah, certainly.
Because you can very easily pick a piece up.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is our first log splitter. It doesn't have a log lift on it because not everybody needs or wants one. But we're going to be rolling one out a little bit later this year, early 2025. But I tell you what though, if you're working with this kind of firewood, this diameter kind of firewood, you can grab it like this right off the ground and then just swing it right up onto your splitter. You can holster it. We have a place right here for a holster that we're going to attach the holster to, okay, on both sides. And then roll it right in here. And it rides in this channel right here. And then it's got this nice large workstation here. So when it comes through, you can just move it around and then resplit it. It makes it a lot faster. And I can fire it up and show you how it works if you want to do that. We can take this off. Sure. We can certainly do that. Do you want me to just leave this on? Is it gonna? Okay. All right. Here, I'll show you the engine real quick first. So a little bit different at the show that we met at over in Ohio in the International Firewood Expo. We had a 8.5 horsepower Honda on it. This is a Kohler Command Pro, 14 horsepower, really a commercial grade engine, and it's got this great quad clean, which is a 4-stage cyclonic air filter. And as you can see, it gets real dusty out here, a lot of dust, a lot of dirt. but this is going to keep this nice and clean and working well. You can also twist this around in the wintertime and get some of the warmth off of it. So it's one of these like kind of products that we like working with because it's high quality and innovative. It's made right here in the United States. So we got that. That's what really feeds it's 429 cc, 14 horsepower engine. Larger hydraulic tank, 22 gallons per minute going through it. Then we got this nice work deck here. It's about 35 inches, okay? So you're not bending over it. You can get real close to it, still operate all of it here. And then the controls, as you'll see me use here in a second, are right here. So your elbow is at a nice 90-degree angle. You're not reaching out, to operate anything. It's right here. You're able to control that nicely as you're going. Goes to split, and then we'll see the return. It's not I call it a semi-auto return, right? Because basically I don't want my machine to do anything I didn't tell it to do. That's just as a safety feature. But I will say when you go to the end here, you can lock it into return, and it will just return back automatically until you pop it off. And I'll show you kind of how that works here.
You did a good job here, Simon.
So again, turnkey operation here. So use the logox, lift this up. So this can be reversed either 4 inches or 6 inches. Nice snag one of those.
So those are some nice splits coming off of there. They had no problem getting through that oak.
No, not at all. And you can see this nice, clean production quality firewood here that if you're bundling this, selling this like campfire wood, really high quality stuff that's coming right off of that step wedge.
So one thing, have you considered, I saw you put that on the ground or throw that on the ground, have you considered making something somewhere to kind of house that so that you could take it on and off really easy?
Yeah, we were thinking about putting something down there or something like that. Honestly, I don't really use the four-way wedge. Yeah, I'm not the engineer. I've talked to Timberwolf about that. Yeah, no, but I honestly prefer using this because you saw just how quickly I was able to slice that off. I just wanted to demonstrate that the four-way wedge, because if you're making boiler wood, it's perfect for that.
That's right.
But I want to show how we can make some nice profitable campfire wood and a whole bunch of different versatility to it. When you pair this up with a conveyor belt, like it just sails, and that's what we had at the show over
one other thing that I know it
in
does
Portland.
That you probably should mention, the table folds down.
Yeah, let's show them that. Yeah.
The receiver there comes out as well, the drawbar.
It does. So
if you're putting this in your garage, it's a nice, easy storage.
Yep, so you just line this up, pin goes right through there, and then this tongue, this weighs about 1,000 pounds, but with this tongue you got enough leverage you can take this and move it around pretty easily. Really? Yeah. We're also going to offer an optional bottle jack on that, just a jack lift to it if you wanted to have. That's going to be an optional as well. And then the four-way wedge is optional too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks so much for stopping by, Jeff. Really appreciate it.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you as well. Good seeing you again. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Say hi to Trish and Dave for us when you see them. Yeah. Good stuff.
Hey guys, this is
What's going on,
Jeff
guys?
from the Paul Bunyan Show, and we got Jake here from Ripsaw.
Yes, sir.
And they specialize in porting saws.
We do.
So do you want to take a minute and just tell me a little about what you guys
Sure.
do?
Yeah, we do full CNC porting on pretty well steel Echo Husqvarna Pro saws. So any good platform to start with, we'll port up, polish them, get about 20% more power out of the saws. So main goal we do is increasing the compression on the saws. So that's how we get a lot of the power out of them, is pumping up the compression on the saw. And then we also we polish and port polish the exhaust port themselves. So we do refinishing on the actual port windows themselves. So the intake window, the exhaust window, upper and lower transfers, basically just smoothing out any factory flaws. A lot of them have, like, just from being castings, they have just flaws inside. So we'll resurface all the actual airflow ways, make it more efficient, and yeah, shoot for about 20% more power, but increased compression.
So you could actually port my Husky 392.
392. Well, currently we're only doing.
Oh, is that that's not?
We're only doing current production.
Isn't that
models.
considered? I thought they were
Pro
still selling
saws. Well, we're really only doing 5 series on Husky, so 550, 572,
I got a 562.
and 560. Unfortunately, we're not doing that model. Yeah. Everything but the 562. It's a great saw, but they just we've had issues with them in the past. Once we boost the compression on them, they do have bottom end issues generally. So it's kind of why we stay away from the 562s in terms of porting them. But
does it matter
they're good
whether
saws.
it's auto tune or not?
We love the auto tune. No, not really too much. Kind of depends on a lot of the younger guys. I would say they aren't too keen on tuning saws, so it helps a lot with that, keeping the saw in tune. Especially on ported saws, we do love the M-tronics just because that helps keep them in tune more so. So if you're running a ported saw and you paid all that money to have it extra power, if you're not tuned properly, it's not going to give you absolutely the most amount of power that you can get out of it. So we love the M-tronics, helps keep it right in the power band, not running too rich, not too lean, so helps a lot, honestly. With.
And my understanding is it's also a lot better for the saw in terms of running cooler than it.
Yeah, we love it. Yeah, it just helps all around. It's real easy to tune them. If you're, especially in Pennsylvania here, we have pretty vast temperature differences from even firing the saw up in the morning could be 40, 50 degrees.
What about Ohio?
Even today, yeah, even today. We woke up today, it was 50 degrees, 70, 80 degrees now. So from the beginning of the day to middle, end of the day, you're going to have to retune that saw, and the M-tronic helps with that.
I'm only teasing. You said right here in Pennsylvania.
Well, we are in Ohio today. But yeah, Pennsylvania, we're from Johnstown. So
yeah,
that's where we tune all our saws. But yeah, Ohio, pretty similar, honestly.
Yeah,
we got very, very similar weather here. Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing with me,
good.
and
hey, thanks for
I
stopping.
appreciate you
very good.
spending some time.
Thank you, guys. Very nice.
Thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping, man.
Here we got Wolf Ridge, full line of splitters. We got the vertical splitter here, the 17 VS. Got the 17 RS, 28 Pro, the 28C Magnum, and the 35 Magnum. Man, look at that wedge. I'm not sure what that is. It's a 35-ton high output, super high output, with a log lift, and it looks, I don't know, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16 way maybe? 12 way, I think. Wolf Ridge conveyor. Looks like they got a disc cleaner in the works here. Not even painted yet. Nice. And this is the 35 HD BW professional box wedge log splitter with a pullback arm for the box wedge and a Honda GX 630 engine. We got the Wolf Ridge fire pit. Wolf Ridge bundler. And over here we got the mini wood splitter.
You don't need to hold it, you're gonna have to follow me.
Nice, Kinlet Pro. That's pretty cool. Looks like you put in little splits. You stack them in there. And I think Dan at Back 40 Firewood has one of these he's trying out. And you can see out of the end here you get little mini splits for the those little mini solo stoves and those types of things. And this one, I'm not sure how this one's different. That's the Kinlet Pro. This is the Kinlet 200. I guess that you don't have, I don't know what the main difference is. Just different design, I guess. 5.5 to 6 inch length input size. It's pretty cool. Okay, here we have something called the Super Axe splitter, and right next to it is kind of a neat device that allows you to load all of your rounds into this big trailer, if you will. There's a conveyor belt down here that pulls everything forward so you can split more efficiently. This is the back end of the trailer. Very cool. This is a company I haven't heard of, Robod Global Land Equipment. This looks like a mini wood firewood splitter, kindling machine. Here we have a mobile wood chipper. That's pretty cool. Put it on a little track, bring it wherever you need it. Over here we have Cord King, the neighbor of Easton Maid up there in Perth.
Northern Pennsylvania.
These are fairly big firewood processors. They've got a circular blade. Oh no, that's a, what is this? Nope, that's a chainsaw blade they're using to do the cutting here. Attached conveyor. Over here they got a larger unit with a circular blade. Looks like it's about 60 inches maybe. And then they got the little kindling cracker. Just makes your kindling really quickly. It's like a little mini box wedge for kindling. This looks like a little tow behind standalone box wedge unit with a built-in conveyor. The repeater 20. Oh, this is the, or 29. This is the one that Will had down at the Hope event, and he used it at his house as well. Will from Walkabout Family Works.
These are way too big. You're 36, 34.
Quite the grapple. Oh, here's Super X. That was the one we looked at a few minutes ago. Carta equipment. Multi-tech firewood processors. These are sort of interesting units. They go on a skid steer. You pick up the log and you can cut it while you're holding it up, and then grab another spot, pick it up, cut it. It's called the hammerhead. Han firewood processor.
Chipper grinder demonstration. Chipper grinder demonstrations at the chipper grinder demo.
Blockbuster firewood processor.
11 a.m. Technical tree cutting and felling in the Husqvarna chainsaw area. Also,
Back there they got a tumbler.
Showcase. He's got free chainsaw of your lucky.
American Conveyors and Log Splitters. They're out of New York. Not too far from where I live. And over here we got the Eastamade booth. They have here the 40C over there, the 60, and a 24-foot conveyor. They just came out with, I think, a 32 maybe. Here we got the MS 324 buckets. Here's the 40C. And they just came out with a wrapper, which I didn't realize they had. So I think this is kind of new. Kind of cool. Little electric engine on the back. Brought to you first here at the Paul Bunyan Show. We got the full line of Eastamade wood splitters. They've got an Ultra they're raffling off here at the show. You got to be here at the show, unfortunately. 37D, the Ultra. I'm guessing this is the, I think this is the 1222. Nope, 2228. The new Axis. With the Vanguard twin engine on the back, and the attached conveyor that actually rotates so you can fill 3 totes without moving the conveyor. Here we have the 1222, which is what I have. Another Ultra. And here is a 37D with a long extended tray, and that's what I have. I really enjoyed the extended tray. We're here at the Wood Miser booth, and they've got the full lineup here from an LT70 way down there, LT40, LT35, which is what I got, and then down there they got the LT28, the 15 wide, and I think they have a regular 15 as well. And they say they got one to take home today, so if you want one, come out to the Paul Bunyan Show. This This is a Wood Miser splitter. And we got over here, we got Adam from Hometown Makers.
Yep, just everybody that came.
This is kind of an interesting design splitter here.
All right, bud.
It goes both ways, so it looks like it splits that way and then it splits this way. Very interesting. Over here they got their board edgers. This is the high end, which really isn't priced too bad. If you've ever edged boards, this would really speed up the process. So their total price is $26.5. And it's a dual blade. Put the boards in on one end, comes out the other end already edged. Very little waste. This is, I think, one of the entry-level units. This is the Edge 100. And this one you can get into for $7,800. Over here we have Logrite. They make some good stuff. I got some of these these are table legs. I got some for a bench I want to make. I've got a big piece of maple, about 10 feet long. I think these might be the ones that I end up getting. We've got a lot of neat stuff for moving logs. I like this table. It's too nice. That's cool. Okay, so I haven't heard of this mill. Blue Streak. Interesting. That's a big mill. Split fire. These things are super fast. The blade actually ends up going back and forth, so you can split in both directions. You see they got a vertical splitter now. It's like a big chipper. Rugged-made splitters. Salsco, another name I've never heard of. Big chippers. Stump grinders. Over here we got the Bandit equipment. Slice. We got all kinds of lifts, telescoping lifts. I said Kleist, they're Avant. We got the Avant articulating loaders. Some huge chippers and shredders over here. Mulchers. This is really cool. Tribute to the troops. Great marketing. North America's first automated firewood processing machine. I'm not sure they got something stuck in here or what, but they're working on it. Oh, there's the Yappa. This kind of looks like a bandsaw sharpener. For a band mill. Very cool. The Yappa 365 Pro. Sarah. Okay, here we have the Yappa line of firewood processors. Get the disc cleaner in the middle. The Yappa 435. We got Joe over there from Ohio Wood Burner in the green. This may be his machine because I think this might be his setup because he probably doesn't live too far from here. And that's a smaller Yappa over here. Is this your setup here?
Yeah, all of this.
I looked at it and I go, this looks like everything Joe's got. So I had your shirt on yesterday. I was here.
The women wouldn't leave you alone, huh?
No, I got to be careful because my wife's not here this weekend.
Well, that's why I got into firewood. I can't think of a better way to meet women.